What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Wham. And we're returning to Music from the Edge of Heaven, 1986. And the next track in the folder is Blue, Live in China. So I don't think I've reacted to a track by Wham called Blue before, so I'm assuming this is the first time this song is on any of their albums, but perhaps it appeared as a single somewhere prior to this. Nevertheless, a live performance is very intriguing. As for the title, it's a single word title. I do think I've reacted to songs either by this name or at least including this word as part of a short phrase from some other groups / artists. And to say what I've likely said there, blue is obviously a color, but when it's used in relation to human feelings or human interactions, I think it tends to indicate something that is cold, maybe even unfeeling, or being depressed or sad. So whether it's a singular feeling, meaning a psycho-emotional state of mind for someone, or indicative of relations between people, my expectation or my prediction would be that it's not warm and rosy and loving, but rather on the other end of the spectrum. I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Wham, the track is Blue, and it's apparently live in China, and it's part of their 1986 album Music from the Edge of Heaven.
The next number is a song that's very personal to me. It's called Blue.
Just save me from despair. Oh, watch this man. You'll see he can't stop what he started. Take this hand. You'll see right now there's no one there. Whoa, you laugh at me as I go. Just tell me, give me
I think the crowd may have liked that one. Yeah, that's great, and it's a really dynamic and memorable vocal performance from George himself. Not only does he flourish in some places, go really high, he has a couple of very long extensions, and at the end of those, he still does a little vocal agility, which is to say, it sounds like he has breath to spare. He also bends or adjusts the delivery of some of the lines so that they're almost like outside of the normal rhythm, but that gives them more distinction, meaning he can go through the lines with some different rhythms. So yeah, we get a really multifaceted vocal performance from George, and of course as a live performance I think that makes it even more impressive, meaning you get one shot. You don't get to like, oh wait, you know what, let's start again, I want to do that line a bit differently. It's a live one-off take. So yeah, a really cool vocal performance from George. The sonics really fit the theme and the lyrical setting, the title of the track. It feels sort of melancholy and blue. You can feel the blue air of the track, if you will. And yeah, lyrically, I think it is in line with what I maybe expected in advance, but perhaps with more hope and optimism than I was thinking. Meaning, he is saying, like, I don't laugh anymore, I'm not smiling as much, and I can feel myself sort of slipping into this melancholy, to the point where he's saying, like, I have all this love to give, but you might as well take it. You might as well take my heart, because, it's not doing me any good. I can't get out of this emotional rut I'm in. But he does seem to be saying that maybe he can get out of it, but he needs the other person. For all that love, for all his emotional depth, he can't move on by himself, and he can't break this descent into a sadder way of thinking and being, and he's thus hoping that this other person can, take hold of him and find a way for that love to flourish and to apply it to themselves, presumably. So yeah, it sounds like a plea to a potential romantic partner, maybe even a current romantic partner or a former romantic partner, to help him revitalize that depth of feeling and that love, and to make his blue turn a brighter yellow or red or some color that's on the opposite end of the emotional color palette. So yeah, there's still a hopeful message embedded within lyrics that are overall sad and despairing, and I think he even references like that he's slipping into despair, or that despair is a real possibility if he can't have a rejuvenation at the hands and the heart of the other person. So yeah, a cool tune. And if he's saying in advance when he's talking to the crowd that this is a very near and dear song and a very personal one, I think he said, then it suggests that this is more or less an autobiographical bearing of his vulnerable soul, which it feels like that's a lot of George's best lyrics as far as I've come to know them, both through Wham and his solo material, and maybe especially the latter, that's really where he finds some of his greatest inspiration, which, I suppose that's not entirely uncommon. Like tragedy and personal pain, they tend to lend themselves to artistic expression well, because they're the types of experiences and feelings that a lot of people will know and be able to apply to their own lives. And even if that's not the case, it's certainly something that can be striking and make a big impression on the listener, even if they are in a relatively emotional, tranquil state. So yeah, a cool tune, a great live performance, and as I said, it sounded like the crowd agreed. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace. What?